G'day. This is Gay from Gardeners by Trade, and I'm back again with another video. And in this video, it's how to use a garden auger. So we're going to base this just on a small one. So we've got a 32 centimetre garden auger right here. This particular one is a power planter version, and we've got it on a Rosebud drill, a 1 Plus battery. So that's the setup there, like that. So it's not very long. You can see approximately 30 centimetres is how long it is. And let's get started. Firstly, what we want the settings to be on is number 1. So you can go the higher one, which is number 2, or you can go, if I can get in there, you can go the lower one, which is number 1. And then we've got the actual drill part, so the drill speed. There's a difference between, you know, the torque and stuff like that in it, and that's what this has got to do with. But the easiest way is to know is just to put it on the highest one. So put it on the highest one there, and then you want to make sure it's tightened up enough. So I'll just take this off, unloosen it. Hopefully it's not going to be too hard. So you've got to watch for these because they do come loose. So this is the auger bit. That's it there. It's dirty because I've been using it. And it's got a hex bit on the end. So the power planters are known for the hex bit on the end, and that will grab better in the drill. So when you do it, make sure that you got it up tight. So you want to make sure it's up as tight as you can. And when you're using it, I think it's always a great idea to check it regularly to make sure it still is tight. They do have a tendency, these sort of things, to slip and come undone. So regular checks to make sure it's tight. So it really depends on how you're using it and what you're using it for. So they're the settings I recommend, and as always, make sure your battery's charged, otherwise you're not going anywhere. And there is obviously a setting for going forwards and going backwards, so make sure you've got the drill spinning in the right way. So that's the garden auger on the drill. So this, let me just do this. So this drill bit is, or this garden auger, so this garden auger bit is a power planter brand, made in the USA. So it's an actually branded one. And you can tell that it's made in the USA, and it is branded basically because of the finish of it. So it's got a pretty good finish. It's got the hex head, the welding's all really nice. It's got quite a bit of weight into it. Not overly heavy, but a bit of weight. I'll just take it off here for a second. So these are the two. This is the power planter one, and this is the unbranded one. So they're both pretty much the same. Like I said, this one's a fair bit heavier. Overall, the finish in this one is a little bit, it's good, but not as good. And it doesn't have a hex bit on the end. It's only got a rounded out bit. And what's the difference in the price, which may or may not be important to some people, but this unbranded one is probably about a quarter to a third of the price of the power planter one. So just keep that in mind. There is a big price difference, and obviously you're paying for the quality of the power planter than just a unbranded garden auger, basically. Yeah. Do they make a difference in the soil? So for us, now remember, I've gone over this again and again and again, we've got really, really sandy soil. It doesn't hold any of the good stuff. It doesn't hold any moisture. It needs to have a mulch or a covering over the top of it to keep the moisture in. So do they make a difference? No. For me anyway, they don't. What are some of the things you can do with your garden auger or power planter? So you can For us, we can create some watering holes. So we go around the trees and we dig a few holes around, space it apart, and this allows for the water to get into the roots where it's needed. You can use it to mix up your compost bin. You can use it to, in your vegetable garden. That's not how it was supposed to say. You can use it in your vegetable garden. So if you've got a raised vegetable garden, it would be a lot easier. You don't have to bend over, and you can mix in your compost and your soil together. If you've got a garden in the ground, a little bit more work, you have to bend over, but can still be done. You can use it to plant bulbs, you can use it to plant your trees, you can use it to dig things up, you can use it just to loosen the soil and give it a bit of aeration. So you can use it obviously in sandy soil, you can use it in a bit of rocky soil, you can use it around roots of trees. What can go wrong with a garden auger? It can catch in the ground, so be aware of that. You've really got to have control of the drill when you're using it, is the most important thing. And thanks for watching the video. Now we hope that you know what a garden auger is, how to use one and where to use one. Give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching. You want to be using it slow, and move it around a little bit is the easiest way to use it. And keep checking to make sure it's tight. This is the unbranded Chinese one. Got a bit stuck there. Always make sure that you're holding it so that you've got control of it and you're in a good position, because it can kick back and it can hurt your wrist, so be careful of that.